Hi there everyone, Adam here, and this is a quick movie review of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And this stars Josh Hutcherson as Mike, Piper Rubio as Abby, Elizabeth Lale as Vanessa, Matthew Lillard as William Afton, also starring Wayne Knight, McKenna Grace, Freddie Carter, and Skeet Ulrich. And directed by Emma Tammy. Set 1 year after the events of the original movie, and it seems Abby misses her friends. It seems the stories have gotten around about what happened, and now it's kind of become a folklore. They're even having a Freddy Fazbear's festival, which is known as Fazfest. And of course, Mike and Vanessa are trying to move on with their lives after what happened in the original movie, with Mike just trying to move on, but Vanessa is having trouble as she's having dreams of what happened and, of course, of her father. Mike and Vanessa's relationship isn't going too well, but it looks like Abby might be able to reconnect with her friends. The question is it really Abby's friends or is it something else? And it looks like things may not go right. Alright, that's just a brief synopsis. As for what I thought this was just, kind of average. I wasn't a huge fan of the first one either, to be honest. I thought maybe that might improve in some things. I will say the animatronics still look great. They always did. But there is a lot going on in this movie, but feels like not a lot happening. But I will give it credit. It does actually have a few jump scares, which I thought was lacking in the original one. Also, I thought they underused Matthew Lillard and Skeet Ulrich. Matthew Lillard pretty much only has one scene. Same with Skeet Ulrich, and they're never in the same scene together, so we don't get like a kind of scream reunion in this movie. And we do get a bit more backstory to the Freddy's Pizzeria place, or more than one location, to be honest. And of course, we meet another animatronic who turns out is just as evil as some of the other ones. I also found the story a little bit convoluted, to be honest. As like I said, there is a lot going on in this movie. And a lot of it, to me, was just, maybe it's just me, I found some of it a little bit confusing. And look, I'll be honest, I've never played the games before. I mean, I know of them, I've seen them being played. People on stream scream. And it did take its time to get to what we really wanted to see, the animatronics going insane, which doesn't really happen until like the last act, as you'd expect. Of course, it's not really that much blood, or it's not even that violent. So like I said, the animatronics look great. The acting's, fine for this type of movie. I think it could have added a bit more humour, though, because it is kind of a silly concept. But everything is taken fairly seriously. There's maybe one joke. Yeah, and I know I was reading some other reviews, and they say, well, it's done for the fans, and yeah, that's fine. Fans might get some of the references, but when you make a movie, you also got to keep in mind that not everybody's played the game, so some of the references will go over their heads. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a reference to the game, but overall, I didn't find this to be that great, to be honest. I mean, it's not a badly made movie. It is well shot. But overall, it just didn't work for me. There's just, I don't know. For a horror movie, it is kind of tame, to be honest. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You can have a horror movie with very little blood. So I'll give this a 5.5, just basically because the animatronics do look fantastic. And it was also interesting to see McKenna Grace, who plays Lisa, one of those paranormal investigators you see on YouTube. YouTubers. So it was kind of a bit of an in joke with McKenna Gray's playing one of playing that type of character. Yeah, so 5.5. It's just average. It's pretty much like, put it this way: if you enjoyed the first one, you thought that was a lot of fun, you'll probably like this one. But I don't know. I just found this disappointing. As always, just my opinion. Feel free to disagree. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm Adam. I've got to warn you, there might be a jump scare in this video. Boo.